Through the right-hander we go then, and behind they all decide to go off, which helps me massively. 3 wide in Goodwood Motors. I haven't even said where we are. We're at Goodwood, by the way, if you didn't realise, and we are in Mini Coopers. Lap number 6. It's the cursed lap. What could possibly go wrong here? So into turn 1 we go, and oh, M22 with a brilliant move down the inside. In fact, Damien's gone wide. Welcome then to the final round of the FIA Nations Cup. I didn't stream this, however, I did compete in it in a couple of races, as you'll see throughout this video, and why it's particularly long for this one. But we're coming to the end of qualifying, where it was all about slipstreaming chaos. I decided not to partake in said chaos of slipstream, so I went out and did these terrible laps. Now, as always with the FIA races, my first race is my practice race, and then the second race is the feature race. As you see me representing Mini Madness, there it is on a hoodie. How about that, folks? I love those hoodies, by the way. Shout out to the merch in the description, by the way, if you want one yourself. But hey, there we go. I'm not promoting too much. As we get ready for the grid start, you saw that I'm starting in P16. And trust me, from this far back in the grid, it's going to be an entertaining race as we kick off then. Traction control on 1. Flick it to 0 and off we go then. So starting really far back here, I've got a lot to do. The Austrian behind gets a really good start there. No idea what they did other than get a brilliant launch. So yeah, they're going for the move down the inside, and they're going to get it done straight off the bat here. So I can't really worry too much about them being on the inside. I've just got to make sure that I don't get pushed to the realm, to Narnia. I don't want to go there, and fortunately we don't. And we continue on down to P17 now, with basically last. There's only 2 cars behind us. Let's not stay here. Let's look to go forward. As you see, a long train of cars. Now, my thought process in this is knowing that slipstream was going to be a big part of this. I expected it to be very much like oval racing. Slipstream, bumper drafting, and everyone fighting on the very last lap. Turned out not to be the case. It really didn't. I got very confused during this, and as you can tell by the thumbnail and title, a little bit frustrated as well. So come through here, then we get a good run on the mini up ahead. We do a bit of bumper drafting because, as I say, I don't want to lose that much time. And then in towards the braking zone here. They go a little bit deep, so I'm like, okay, I'll go on the inside then. Let's nab 1 position. Can we nab 2 then? You've got to be careful of the wheel spin here on this corner. And we change right at the very limit there. Look at that. This is how you do it. So 2 positions gained up into P15 then. This is where we want to be. You can see the Spaniard up ahead trying to defend from myself as well. GTS 92, Peregrine M there. They put the hazards on. I'm not sure what that was for, but even so, we continue on. As we look ahead, there are some side-by-side moments happening, so maybe more advantages to be gained. Through the right-hander we go then, and behind they all decide to go off, which helps me massively. And in towards the chicane. 2 wide does not work, and as you see, a lot of people hit each other. We're about to gain 2 positions, but lose out because the mini ahead just stopped to avoid the accident, and we lose out here. The Spaniard going down the left-hand side. I'm trying to get the slipstream here, trying to stay in it. It's very close, but they're just going to go by here, and I'm going to have to fall in behind. So we have gained 1 position in all of that. We started P16, so actually, overall we've gained 2, but even so, we continue on at racing as we do that first corner in a slightly weird format, but we continue on behind the Spaniard then. And again, my goal here is not to lose that much time, see if we can catch up. So we advance a bit further on in the race, starting at lap number 3 then. And what's going to happen then into turn 1, a line of cars. There's a bit of a break then to the guys up ahead as well as we come through this right-hander line astern. I was hoping here we could push each other all the way towards the front, because at the front they'll always fight. No, it's always a way to catch up. Let's see what happens. No, they don't. They decide they want to go 3 wide in Goodwood Motors. I haven't even said where we are. We're at Goodwood, by the way, if you didn't realise. And we are in Mini Coopers. Mini Madness. This is what we did. So nice to come back here. But they go 3 wide here. They do sort themselves out, though, heading in towards the right-hander. And it looks like it should settle down again, although we're going to have to slow down a little bit. We get absolutely punted from behind by MN22. Not sure what that was for, but we're just going to survive, hopefully, here. I wasn't very happy with that. Let's put it that way as we head towards the braking zone then. And with a little tap on the inside there, we're leaving room. Not a lot of room given on the inside. Unfortunately, we lose 1 position. And we're about to lose another one as well to the Spaniard Falcon here, because we are not in the slipstream and we've been left hung out to dry. Hopefully, we don't lose another one here, because the Brit there, Ragnar Kagari. Oh, no, it's Storm going through. Sorry, Falcon's going through next. Apologies. I'm getting drivers mixed up. It's Gabao going through. And and then Falcon looking behind. So we're Falcon side by side now. I can't even look at my own race here, but we are keeping that position, thankfully. Back to where we started, though, which is very frustrating. All that work to do again. Anyway, in towards the chicane we go. Everybody everywhere. Very confusing. So we're going very slowly through here just because of where we are. And yeah, we're going to continue on out of there. Do we have a run on Storm here? Do we stay behind? I can't remember how I edited this. We will see. As we look. Are we going to go for it? No, we're staying behind for now. I mean, I did want to work as a team. I don't want to lose any sort of time, really. But we've lost so much. We've lost 6 seconds with all that fighting already to the leaders. As Storm, oh, loses the rear in that Mini. Okay, we'll nab that. Thank you very much, mate. Up a position finally again. And the slipstream still works here, by the way. It works at 2.5 seconds, which is mad as we see a Spaniard off there. Meeting at Barry R. Very nice date I hope you had there, my friend. And hopefully we can get past here before they get up to speed again and gain another position. Oh, yes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We go through there. Up into P14 then. And yeah, continuing on into this fast right-hander. So we can see P11 and P10 very much in the distance there. If we get into the top 10, that'd be a nice finish. As we see Marquina go all sorts of sideways then through the right-hander. And yeah, we're about to go side by side into here. Not a very wise move. However, we pull it off very nicely and get that job done. How about that, folks? That's how you do. 2 wide into the chicane of death at Goodwood. Obviously, we've got Dragon Trail Seaside as well, which is this week's daily, interestingly. So you're getting 2 chicanes of death this week in terms of content. Happy days. Anyway, into this right-hander we go, and we do the worst turn 1 or turn 2, whatever you want to call it, in the world there. And we lose a lot of time there. Just turned in too soon, basically. But I was hoping behind that Falcon, it was going to bumper draft me. Can work towards, pushing towards P10, which you can see in the distance here. Let's see what Falcon does then. And no, Falcon is looking for the move, which was a little bit frustrating again. It's like, well, why are we fighting now? We could catch up to P10 and fight for P10, but instead, we're fighting for P13. So I do let off and let them go here and pull in behind because I'm like, okay, I'll bumper draft you. I don't really care. I just want to go forward here. I don't want to fight at this moment in time. It's not the last lap. So let's have a look what happens then. In towards the right-hander we go then. On the brakes. They turn in a bit too soon. They get it all sorts of wrong, and they're about to run off. Do they keep it? They just keep it on, but we gain that position. So we lose a heck of a load of time for absolutely the square root of naught. Yes, that was very useful there. So back up into P13, but yeah, the group ahead is pulling away for days. Anyway, we advance a bit further on, and now we've got a different Spaniard behind us. So I was like, okay, hopefully it will bumper draft this time. We were going fairly okay. And we pulled a little bit of a gap to the guys behind. But no, we have another one. And you can see me mumbling away there in the webcam. Because I was just like, for goodness sake, will you just work together for a change? Anyway, through the right-hander we go. And I did let off again. Let them go. I don't want to cause issues here. I want to get towards the end. If we can pull up to even one more position, it's another position gained. Let's bumper draft. And you see, I'm bumper drafting next. I'm just like, for goodness sake, will you please just bumper draft? Work together. Why are we fighting? Not like we're fighting for the lead here. We could fight for P12 or P11 or P10. It's just up ahead. You know, working together, we could teamwork all the way there. It'd be great. But look how much time we've lost. We were 3 seconds at the start of this race behind the leaders. We are 13 now. That's 10 seconds. You see, I'm bumper drafting again because I just want to pull away. It's very frustrating. Anyway, we advance to the last lap here. You can see we got up to P12. And yes, here we are once again. I can't remember how Falcon overtook me, actually. I don't know why I've not edited that in. Anyway, I'm looking down the inside and not going to quite work out, although they go a little bit wide here. Can we get the run then? This is a final lap. This is the time I expected the overtakes. Let's see what we can do as we continue on. The overtake mustn't have been that entertaining. I can't remember why or where it happened, but there you go. We continue on all the same. So I'm looking for the slipstream now of the Spaniard up ahead. I did get it originally, but Falcon's just ahead here. I'm trying to keep my nose just in there to scare Falcon out the way and hope that it works. But unfortunately, Falcon just pulls a bit ahead here. So I'm going to have to slow it down a little bit, pull in behind, and hopefully get a good run out of the chicane. That's my goal here. So through the right-hander we go. Oh, they go off just before. We nearly go off them as well. My word, that was close. As into the chicane we go, into the chicken, round we go. We get a good run, but is it going to be enough then as we head towards the line? Are we going to increase our position? No, we're not. So it's just a net 1 gain there. Not the greatest race. It was very frustrating, I've got to be honest, and qualifying is very frustrating as well. So let's advance to the next race then, where we are in quali. You can just see I've caught up to a slipstream in the distance. Thank goodness for this. First half of the lap, no slipstream. Just this part, so after the double right-hander, we've got a little bit slipstream. So we've got a chance here as a 0.7 knocks us into the 40s. We need a mid-40 or a low 40, really. In towards the right-hander we go then. Look at the speed we're carrying there. Beautiful stuff. It should be about a mile an hour or two faster. Once again, catching that South African up ahead in towards the chicane. Then I'm just bouncing the car. Through we go. Very nice run through the chicane. Just keep it on the track there. Remember, if one wheel's on, no dirt on your tyres as we head towards the line. And what's it going to be here? It's a 40.5. Pretty pleased with that lap. Obviously, you can go quicker, but with no slipstream in the first half of the lap, that is what we're looking for. Happy days into P2. But we actually start in P6. A few people improved at the very end there, doing that slipstream trick in terms of everybody queuing till the very last moment. Off we go then in P6. Our goal then is to get on the podium this time because we are near the front. And in my head, I was like, okay, last race, people were quite aggressive. Maybe they'll do it again. And maybe there'll actually be a little bit of teamwork here in order to pull away from the pack, so then we can have a fight at the end. That was what was going on in my head, among other things like chat up lines and stuff. But hey, let's not go there. Let's carry on with this race. So we're in P6 now. What can we do? Let's fast forward a little bit here. Let's find out what the mentality of the race is going to be. And you can see we're side by side already up ahead. It's like, oh, good. We're going to be fighting the entire race, which I don't mind being at the front, to be honest with you. But when you're near the back and you're miles off, it's like work together. But through, there you go. Jack gains a position then. Damien run out wide here. So I go towards the left. I was like, okay, I'll follow Jack through, hopefully, in towards the braking zone then. I'm going side by side with Damien. This is a beautiful racing, actually, with Damien. Shout out to you. Round the outside, we try and go. We just hit the limiter a little bit there. And unfortunately, we lose out a little bit. So bumper draft for Catfish, which cost Damien a little bit of time because I've got slipstream of the Austrian up ahead, who gave me a little nudge push to pass last time. So I was thinking I'd be going quite aggressive here if we got close again. So up into P5, position gained. Happy days. As always, Jack's gained a few positions up ahead, hasn't he? P2 already. In towards the double right-hander we go. And then we've got the chicane, and we were so close to the mini drive. Well, they're all minis. Catfish up ahead. That I got this slightly wrong, and I'm about to go off to the realm. Bring it on just here, but Damien's just going to retake that back in that Martini Mini, and we're back down to the cursed one. The cursed position. Never mind. Let's advance a bit further on then. So you can see we lost out there in a bit of time just because of that last chicane. So we're looking to catch up here. In towards the break-ins that we got. They're still side by side, so I knew this race would be tough. Lots of action, which is nice. As we see somebody off there. Who was that? Oh, they got a penalty as well. Unlucky to that Spaniard. That was the one we were racing in the previous race there. ERM Borja. Sorry if I pronounced that one wrong. Let's see what we can do. So, penalty up ahead. That means we should get that position. Got a bit of a run going on here as well. Let's see what we can do then. So, heading up behind the Mini. Looking to the right. They go to the right as well. So, I'm like, okay, I'll bumper draft you. I'm not going to fight this too hard. I don't want to lose that much time. Because you're about to lose a fortune as we come through the right-hander then. And just keeping it status quo. The pack behind still quite close, to be fair. One mistake from any of this pack and you're falling back to the realms of the rear end. But through we go, and it's just status quo for now. Got a bit further on. The Spaniard takes their penalty. And we're going to go clean on by. There we go. Nice and easy. Happy days. Back up into P5. A little bit of a gap up ahead, but we can catch that up. No problemo. We actually got purple that lap. Anyway, we catch up here to the battle for P2. And P1, actually. P1 is just there as well. Let's see what we can do. So we saw MN there looking on the inside of Damien. Pulls back in. We went to look there, but MN22 was also looking for Damien then. So it's just status quo for now. Remember what I said earlier? I said I was going to go aggressive on the Austrian after the earlier push to pass. So let's see what we can do then in towards the right-hander. They've got it safe for now. I can't really do anything here. So I'm looking for a bit of momentum through the corner. And that was a bit slow. It was a bit slow, to be honest with you. I could have done that a tiny bit quicker. As we head in towards the braking zone then. And status quo. Oh, is Catfish got a little bit wide there? That looks a bit wide. Damien's got on the inside then. I was going to say. And we're looking for the ultimate gear shift here, which is just as it hits 75, we just miss out. We continue on. Catfish looking there. Gets right in behind Damien just there. That could have cost them a position. We're looking to get the run on MN22 after that bumper draft. There's just enough room for a mini here, or maybe not. It was very close indeed, but we're not going to get the run for now. So we'll be falling back in behind in this P5. It's so hard to overtake when everybody's got slipstream and the cars are so close. A mile an hour makes all the difference. But through there we go. Beautiful run here. I could have looked. I decided against looking there in the chicane because we are near the front. And yeah, if it had gone wrong, we were heading towards the back. So we don't go for the move there. Right, let's continue on with the race. You see P2, P3, P1. They're all there. We're very close. It's 1 second to that leader then. Lap number 6. It's the cursed lap. What could possibly go wrong here? So into turn 1 we go. And, oh, M22 with a brilliant move down the inside. In fact, Damien's gone wider. Damien gets oversteer. Oh, catches it. Damien with a lucky catch there. Oh, brilliant catch, actually. Brilliant. A lucky, brilliant. Oh, you decide. But, yeah, the cursed lap. Cursing Damien then. As the Spaniard looking down the inside as well. Look at this for some side-by-side action. I was really not giving this up at this point. I was like, no. You went aggressive with me last time as well and didn't want to work out. So I'm not working out with you this time. So we're going side-by-side into here. I'm still side-by-side in towards the braking zone. We go, normally when you're this tight, you're going off. But nah, not with me. I make it. Happy days. We keep P4 for now then. And continue on with the race. So we're on the penultimate lap then as we advance a bit further on. I knew it was all going to kick off this lap. Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it? As we head in towards the braking zone. MN22 going down the inside of Catfish then. And can we get down there on the inside as well? Ooh, not quite. We didn't have as much of a run as we did earlier on. And into the chicane we go. But that was slow. That was under 60 miles an hour. And the Spaniard behind has a bit of a run here now. So I'm hoping the slipstream is going to help me out. But of course, they've got the slipstream. And they look towards the inside. So I was hoping here. Come on, slipstream. Work. And it wasn't working. And the Spaniard gets on the inside here. So some beautiful overtaking action there from the Spaniard. I have to lift off a little bit there with a little bit of contact. But I actually think that was a brilliant move pulled off there by Borgia. Big 10 out of 10 for that move. That was a good move in my opinion. We advance a bit further on then, and we are right at the end here. So 3 corners away from the finish. You can see P1 defending for his life there. Jack started in P5, remember. Good little effort from Jack as through the right hander we go. Now, I was hoping for carnage here. Last corner, last lap. Can we get carnage? In towards the braking zone we go then. And I took it nice and easy, expecting carnage. There is the carnage, but there's no penalty for it. I mean, I wish I'd known that. No one did that previous race, but everyone did it there. So unfortunately, we're going to finish in P5. At least it's not the cursed position. We benefited from that. Congratulations to Jack there for the win. That was a good effort from P5, mate. Really congratulations for that. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. More race highlight videos to come, of course, on our channel. I've started doing these a bit more often because they are fun and I do enjoy them. I'd say I do hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you do like the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel. If you want to stay in touch with all the content, especially with Gran Turismo 7 coming up. Lots of stuff planned for that one. That's it for me, folks. Do have a good evening or a good day wherever you are, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.